guys, my name is Cindel and I'm here to show you today on how to transfer a overgrown plant into a new pot. I've been gardening for a couple of years now, and I thought this little video would help any of those of you who have any issues with gardening or your green thumb. So today all you're going to need to do is gather your supplies. Today I have soil, a little bit of water to water after we're done, the new pot I'm going to transfer the plant into, and the plant that we're transferring. So to start off, what we're going to do is use our new pot and put a little bit of soil on the very bottom. You want to do about 1 inch or so, and this will just allow the roots a little extra room to grow. Okay, now that I have that in there, and go ahead and set that aside. We're done with that for right now, and now you're going to work with your old plant. This one has been overgrown for a while now. This is long overdue, so I'm really glad that I got an opportunity to show you guys on how to repot a plant. So his pot is actually already a little busted, so to get him out, I'm going to kind of shake him, and it should easily remove from your old pot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prune, which means we're going to go ahead and take all this old soil off and expose the roots and kind of get the old roots out of there, so that way the new roots have room to grow and they won't be overshadowed by the old roots. This might take a second. The dirt is a little dry. As you can tell, like I said, this is long overdue. I should kind of just knock them right off. And listen, I know it looks like I'm being a little rough, but plants are a lot more resilient than you think they are. They will grow through anything. And I'm doing this on my porch. You might want to do this in the yard, but it is dark and cold, and I'm not going to go into the yard right now. Okay, so now we've got all that removed, and this right here is called the root ball. So we've got everything kind of removed from it. We have healthy roots showing, all the nasty dirt out, and your plant is now ready to be repotted into its new home. So we'll go ahead and put it in there, and you don't have to bury them in or anything. Just go ahead and set them in. We're going to cover them with dirt. You can leave him in there, and just make sure your plant is centered. When that pot, he was turned a little to the side. With this one, just make sure it's centered before you start adding your soil. So you'll start to add soil a little around the edges, and you can also just pick up your bag and dump it in, but I don't want to make too big of a mess. So I'll try to hurry as fast as I can. And I do have a little bit of water right here that we'll use. You can use a watering can, you can use a hose, you can use any sort of water source that works for you. So it's starting to fill up. I'm kind of keep it padded as we go, so that way I know I'm going to have enough soil. I don't like to keep it loose, because when you do water it, or if it gets rained on, you'll lose soil. Your soil will settle as time goes, so just make sure you have enough soil in here for when it gets watered. And I actually learned all of my gardening things from my dad. Growing up, he had a vegetable garden every year, so he didn't use pots. He had an actual very large garden, but I give my green thumb credit to my dad. So we've almost got this done. Okay. And it looks a little ugly right now because the soil's all around it and has caught on the leaves, but with time and with water, that will easily go away. And I'm just using a regular pot. You can also buy anything that's festive. Valentine's Day is coming up, so you could have bought a pink pot, or you can buy a regular pot and paint some hearts, you know, Valentine's Day things, whatever you would like to do. Okay, now I have got it all settled in, and I'm just going to take this water and go ahead and water him. So on the edges, and you might need to add more soil after watering, because like I said earlier, the water will settle the soil, and it will end up lower than the edge of the pot. Okay, now that I've got that all done, I will clean it up a little bit and display on my front porch, and you have successfully learned how to repot an old plant into a new pot.